Kapiro ang nagtatanong ko, nakakatuwa o
Kapiro.
Kapiro ang nagtatanong ko, nakakatuwa o nakakasakit. Kapiro, di ko alam kung saan ako lulugar dito. Gusto ko man sumambay sa panahon, mahirap pa rin sa aking ang lumuko. Ito pa rin sa akin ay isang hamon. Ano ang mga sabi sa ginawa? Bakit ba ako ang pinagkaya? Masaya sana ang bumigot kung wala ang mga inserto. Espiritu pa rin ang mga salirong na mga kaibigan masaya kaysa sa dirong dahil ang nais ay magpasaya at isang tunay na pabarkada. Sila ang gustong laging makasama.
We should be. Before we went to Talon Perry Falls, we stopped by at Digos Hill, a farm in DRT.
Good morning, viewers. This is Christmas Hangouts at Santorini-inspired villas in Balanao, Pangasinan. Travel for 2021. We were having a Christmas vacation after our longest quarantine protocols due to COVID pandemic. Tourism is now open slightly to locals for the meantime. We were excited and fascinated to traverse your getaway for this year. Besides, this place was already featured in Philippine TV show about Santorini, and we also wanted to experience what we have watched. We were stayed for 4 days and 3 nights at Sundowners Marina Resort, Balanao, Pangasinan from 20th of December until 23rd of December. The travel time is 4 hours as average from Manila Bay Expressway, and we have departed at 6 a.m. and have arrived at 12:30 p.m. because we have a little stopovers for peeing and slight traffic in downtown area. Google Maps is savior for traveling as guide for time and distance. We have stayed at Sundowners Vacation Villas. My cousin was the sponsor for this trip. She advised to register health declaration and travel pass at https://www.toronto.ph for Region 1 provinces after she booked at the resort. It is recommended for fully vaccinated people for COVID to travel at Region 1. Region 1 encompasses Ilocos provinces, La Union, and Pangasinan. The major requirement is vaccination card or swab test for unvaccinated. After you register at the website, you need to wait for email confirmation and approval of travel pass. When we arrived at lunchtime, the place was so astonishing and astounding, and we just ate their bestseller food first at the resto bar, and we took a lot of photos since it was Instagrammable and picturesque. It is exquisitely awesome. I smelled the sea breeze and hashtag vitamin C. I was fascinated with their infinity pool. Wow. Infinity pool is always beside the beach to look connected to the sea. I have worn my summer and travel outfits for my OOTD stay at Marina Villas. We have felt we really went to Santorini Greece houses in the Philippines. Santorini houses are usually plain white colors and more stairs since it's mountainous. Going up and down on the stairs is like exercise for the body. My achievement unlocked was I can cliffity pool with 8 feet depth and do water treading and float for survival swimming on our last day morning at the villas. We have rode some Balanao tourist destinations like Church, Balanao Falls. Good morning, viewers. This is Christmas Hangouts at Santorini-inspired villas in Balanao, Room Kitty, and 2 others. Each room had, it was colder since it's Amihan season or northeast monsoon. Amihan is also Christmas season, so we can feel the coldest month.
Kapiro ang nagtatanong ko, nakakatuwa o nakakasakit. Kapiro, di ko alam kung saan ako lulugar dito.
Magandang umaga. Magandang hapon na pala. Kayo'y nakatutok dito lang sa palatuntunan Hapi Funday Trip. Ako nga pala ang iyong online DJ Kobe na naniniwala na ayoko na masabaho at ayoko na putik. Ay grabe, 46 days na lang bago magpasko. kumusta naman kila Marites at Mosa at sa lahat ng mga chismosang kapit ba? Grabe, traffic rush hour na naman. Ayan, traffic. Ayan. Pagkatapos ng pandemic, palagi na heavy traffic during rush hour. Ayan. Hello? Ayan. Sinecheck ko lang kung malakas ang aking audio. Ayan. Kumusta naman pala Marites at mga mosang chismosa at sa lahat mga tinderang chismosa at mga chismosa sa opisina. Ayan, lahat na lang mga Marites. Ayan. Kaya sa panig ng mundo, paki-shout out nyo nga ang mga chismosa sa inyong lugar. Grabe no, katatapos lunar eclipse kagabi, napakaganda ng total lunar eclipse of blood moon. Ayan, grabe. Yan ang isang phenomenon na medyo bihirang mangyari. Ayan. Every 47 years daw ayon sa research. Sabi din sa isang article. Yeah, pero matagal na din. Yeah. Pero kapag dumating ang eclipse ay napakaganda, grabe. Yeah. Kaya dahil dyan, kakantahin ko ang The Heart by Bonnie Tyler. Ito ng kantang Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler dahil kagabi ay total lunar. Now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my ears. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified and then I see the look in your eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Every now and then I fall apart. Every now and then I get a little bit restless and I dream of something wild. Every now and then I get a little bit helpless and I'm lying like a child in your dreams. Every now and then I get a little bit angry and I know I've got to get up and cry. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, but then I see the look in your eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And if you only need that, we'll be holding on forever. And we'll only be making it right, but we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow on the other side. I don't know what to do when I'm always in the dark, or living in a powder keg and giving up scars. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Once upon a time, I was falling in love, but now I'm only falling apart. There's nothing I can do. A total eclipse of the heart. Once upon a time there was light, but now there's only love in the dark. Nothing I can say, a total eclipse of the heart. fall apart. Every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on. And we'll only be making it right. 'Cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can see out of the light. Your love is like a shadow on me all of the time. I don't know what to do and I'm always in the dark. We're living in a party cause I'm giving what's lost. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Once upon a time I was falling in love, but now I'm falling apart. Nothing I can do, a total eclipse of the heart. Once upon a time there was light in my life, but now there's only love in the dark. Nothing I can say, a total eclipse of the heart. Total eclipse of the heart. Turn around, bright eyes. Turn around, bright eyes. Turn around. Okay, here are the latest news bites for today. Meralco rates up in November. The Manila Electric Company or Meralco on Wednesday, November 9 announced a slight upward rate adjustment of 0.0844 pesos per kilowatt hour, bringing the overall rate for a typical household to 9 pesos and 94 and 72 cents. Meralco said that a typical household consuming 200 kilowatt hours will see an increase of around 17 pesos in their total electricity bill, showing as much as 5 upward adjustment of 42 pesos. The rate hike was due to higher generation charges as well as increases in transmission and other charges. Next headline news. Here are the prices of condiments since 7th of November. The refined sugar will cost 105 pesos, brown sugar cost 90 pesos, palm oil cost 90 pesos, garlic 120 pesos, ginger 140 pesos, and chili cost 500 pesos. The vegetable like cabbage cost 120 pesos per kilo, carrots 120 pesos per kilo, pechay bagyo 90 pesos per kilo, ampalayan 140 pesos per kilo, talong or eggplant 130 pesos per kilogram, tomato 140 pesos per kilogram. Fish prices: bangus 180 pesos per kilo, tilapia 120 pesos per kilo, galunggong 240 pesos per kilo, alumihan 300 pesos per kilo. Prices are rising in the Philippines since we are still high inflation rate. Here's your guide for price changes in food, gas, and diesel, and other commodities. Oil price adjustments for November 8 yesterday. Diesel and kerosene prices are going down on Tuesday, and prices are increasing. The diesel, decabos per liter, the gasoline increases of 1 pesos and 40 cents per liter. Kerosene decreases of 35 cents per liter. Next headline news. Okay. Ahead of the Christmas season, the Metropolitan owners and operators in the capital region have agreed to adjust mall operations from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. from November 14 until January 6, 2023. The decision came as a result of consultative meeting with major stakeholders of the MMDA new building in Pasig City. The MMDA said in a statement sent to reporters Tuesday afternoon. MMDA acting chairman Romando Artes said the agency requested mall operators to adjust their mall hours to alleviate the expected heavier traffic jams during the Christmas season. Weather update today. We have a cloudy skies, isolated rain shower as usual. Last night, a total lunar eclipse occurred last night and sky watchers have been gauged which was visible in the Philippines. This eclipse is also visible in different parts of the world where the moon is above the horizon, including Asia, Australia, North America, parts of Northern and Eastern Europe, and most of South America. We usually call this as blood moon due to its red color. In some cultures, blood moon has superstitious belief as to have negative effects. On November 8 in Manila, the eclipse will begin moonrise, with the totality of the eclipse beginning at 6:16 p.m. The greatest eclipse, which is the maximum or the peak stage of the eclipse, at 6:59 p.m. The moon will remain in totality until 7:42 p.m. in the partial eclipse until 8:49 p.m. and it would end at 9:58 p.m. Before the eclipse showed, it was partly cloudy skies, and on the peak stage, the sky has been cleared, so we all have seen the phenomenon with Uranus and the stars. The moon passed in front of the Uranus. Areas that may likely observe the occultation are Bagabag, Nueva Vizcaya, Baguio City, Basco, Batangas, Kawain, Isabela, Lingayen, Pangasinan, San Fernando, La Union, Tuguegarao, and Vigan City. Yeah. Especially in Metro Manila and Central Luzon, with clear skies. Next headline news. After fare revenue hit an all-time high of 2.7 billion in 2017, it declined for 3 straight years to 2.07 billion in 2018, 1.91 billion pesos in 2019, and 604.27 million pesos in 2020. For 2018 and 2019, the Department of Transportation had to cut the number of trips in the rail line to repair the train cars. In 2020, the government placed Metro Manila under lockdown for an extended period of the virus. As such, mass transport units like the MRT3 had to operate on limited capacity in compliance with public health protocols. In exchange, MRTC is paid monthly fees through fares collected from passengers, but in some years, tickets revenues fell short and the government footed the bill. Once the contract expires in 2025, the DOTR will be left to do everything on its own in sustaining MRT3 operations. It will lead to fare increase when they transfer to private sector. Hollywood news. Okay, People magazine has crowned actor Chris Evans this year's sexiest man alive. The unveiling was made on the Late Show with Stephen Colbert with help from John Oliver and Wayne Johnson. In a bit that aired on the show, Oliver sat in the show's audience as Colbert announced the winner from 2 finalists, Oliver and Evans, who Colbert called an incandescent supernova of hotness. When Evans' name was announced, Oliver prompted the audience to boo and storm out angrily, demanding a recount as he exited. the former Captain America star who couldn't appear on the show, was instead congratulated by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on the set of their movie Red One. Johnson is the 2016 Sexiest Man. And that's all for latest news for today. Keep it up for latest update. Okay, this is News Bites. We are on News Edition. Self-titled book is still available on Yukiyoto, Amazon, and Google Play Books. Okay, that you can read and grab a copy. Ayun na nga, kumanta na ako ng Total Eclipse of the Heart dahil pwede na total lunar eclipse yan. Magi nakanta talaga ng total. Magaling. Grabe, Chris Evans pa rin talaga yan eh. Sexiest man alive talaga. Si Chris Evans. Yan. Ngayon. Deserve naman ni Chris Evans. Yan. Deserve niya. Total lunar eclipse yan. Sa 2025 pa ulit natin makasaksiyan ang susunod na eclipse. Blood moon. Yan. Kasi kulay dugo nga ang buwan. Kaya blood moon. Yan. Uy, maganda yung pinahaba yung mall hours. Siguro palagi yung ginagawa natin ng mga mall. Pero yung haba yung mall hours. From 11 AM until 11 PM. Yan. From November 14 until January 6. Yan, mahaba-habang mall hours na. Para sa expected na traffic jam. Kasi tabi-tabi yung mall eh. Yan. Kaya nagkaka-traffic. Okay, so that's all for today. Follow me on my Instagram, Facebook page at 1hub21 and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just follow my socials. Abangan nyo na ang susunod ng Once in a Blue Moon and seasonal episode dito lang sa We Would Like to Take Mabuhay Chiropractic Clinic for caring our posterior body. Bye for now.
Take time to realize, oh, I'm on your side. Did I tell you? Take time to realize, oh, I'm on your side. But I can't spell it out for you. You know it's never gonna be that simple. No, I can't spell it out for you. If you just realize what I just realized, then we'd be perfect for each other and we'll never find another. Just realize what I just realized. We'll never have to wonder if you've been missed out on each other now. It's not the same. Realize what I just realized, then we'd be perfect for each other and we'll never find another. Just realize what I just realized. We never have to wonder if we miss out on each other. So yeah. You the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways and under, on a magic carpet ride, a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No
A dazzling place I never knew, but when I'm with you, it's crystal clear. So now I'm in a whole new world with you. Unbelievable sights, indescribable feeling, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through one endless time and sky, a whole new world, 100,000 things to see. I'm like a shooting star, we've gone too far. I can't go back to where I used to be. A whole new world with you, horizon to pursue. I'll chase them anywhere. This time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. Whole new world. This world feeling just for you and me. Is the first time I'm gonna say I love you. I never felt it no more. There's just no getting over you. I know I'm just a fool who's willing and waiting for you. But baby, can't you see? There's nothing else for me to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide. Since you pushed my love aside, I'm out of my head. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. My head is saying, oh, forget me. My heart is saying, don't let go. Hold on to the end. That's what I intend to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide. Since you pushed my love aside, I'm out of my head. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Through it all, didn't it say you sent me to heaven? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Seasons are changing and waves are crying.
Welcome to another episode of Hapi Funday Trip. Good morning, viewers. All of us have different kinds and sets of clothes and garments in our closets, and we cannot manage to organize and choose our daily wears or so-called OOTD, outfit of the day. Some people are selling their clothes for a lowest amount just to get rid of billions of clothes. We always tend to buy new garments, although we still have many fabrics that we need to wear. All of these are not disposable anyways.
Although we have automatic washing machine to make it easier to wash, and you will just relax and do another things. Yeah.
Must reuse to wear these anew, hence we can help our environment for excess. And boxer shorts for I want to have it at least dry. It is not fashionable to have thousands of clothes when you do not know washing machine, and I use quick wash and dry in your cabinets. I believe it is congested already, so you have to clean and organize those. How do you make your laundry? Do you buy a lot of clothes although you still have several in your storage? Thank you for watching this episode. This has been Jacob Mendoza here on Hapi Funday Trip.
Magla bakeo ng sarili niyong mga damit. Kanaya kaniyang labad na ito ha. Laundry is one of the household chores that we do at least once a week, and it is the most challenging yet enjoyable part of household activity. I say it's enjoyable for it feels refreshing through our hands, especially during and every dry season, or also known as summer. It is challenging if you only hand wash your garments and if you does not have washing machine. We have a machine before, but it was wrecked over the years. Hence, we have no choice to manually wash our clothes. Washing your clothes right away after you use it means you are also saving the environment, especially conserving water consumption. First, I rub my clothes with clean water only, but sometimes, I use detergent. I only need a small pail filled with water and fabric conditioner. Then, I am waiting for 10 minutes or so, hence my clothes shall have a good smell. For the sake of lessening the waste, I refuse using detergent and I am buying a bottled fabric conditioner in the public market. Bottles are reusable and recyclable, so nature will love it.
Although we
actually,
have
when the
automatic
river is so
washing
clean way
machine
back
to
then,
make it
our
easier
ancestors
to
were
wash,
washing
and
their
you will
garments
just relax
already in the
and
river
do another
without using
things.
any detergent.
Yeah.
Nowadays, we can still do that, however, we must go near
Must reuse to wear these anew, hence we can help our environment for excess fabrics. I have corporate attires like polo, long sleeves, polo shirts and coat and trousers for formal and office setting. I have sets of wash and wear my own clothes, for it is convenient for me and easy to remove for few garments only, and a lot of clothes although you still have several in your storage.
instant noodles with hot water to eat.
Were created. The most ancient evidence of food prepared and cooked on the street dates back to the dawn of civilization, around 10,000 years ago. The first distribution of point of street food, small dried fish were sold on the streets in ancient Greece. Street food was widely consumed by poor urban residents of ancient Rome whose tenement homes did not have oven or hearth. The poor urban residents of ancient Rome consumed street food on a wider basis as they didn't have hearth or oven in their homes. So, street foods are ready-to-eat foods and beverages prepared and or sold by vendors or hawkers, especially in the streets and other similar places. We love foods on the streets where it is inexpensive or cheap, aside from being delicious or yummy. Welcome! You are now watching Hapi Funday Trip. For today's video, I would have experienced solo traveling at Anawangin Ko, Zambales. To go at a first time doing solo traveling all by myself. Let us start. I have thought to go at Anawangin Ko since I've never been there on February 2016. This is another first time travel
Actually, the best day to go for the next day was my day of or rest day. Since my shift was graveyard, I have departed from Clark, Pampanga in the morning going to San Antonio, Zambales. And my estimated travel time was around 2.5 hours only. When I arrived at the mainland of Zambales at lunchtime, I have ordered Filipino food on the cafeteria, and I have bought fresh mangoes to bring them in the island cove as my pocket food, and I just have a bottled water on my bag. Mangoes in Zambales are very affordable because it is their local fruit. You can find mangoes selling everywhere and a lot of mango trees.
The round-trip boat ride price was
1,000 pesos just already forth and back. I have an overnight stay in the cove, so I have felt calmness, peace, and relaxation. It is a serenity. It was around 30-minute boat ride. I have really felt the splashing of huge waves on my face and store and flashlights from other tourists only. Actually, there's no signal on the island cove, so you have a social media detox. All you need to do is gazing many stars and the moon and felt the coldest breeze. I heard the sound of sea waves, a little background noise of the travelers, and yet the noise is still pleasant. Travel show.
Good morning, viewers. This is Christmas Hangouts at Santorini's.
Welcome to another episode.
Good morning, viewers. This is Christmas Hangouts at